All right, our weather impact alert continues, and let's go back to our chief meteorologist, Scott Connell, as the main event is still on the way.
It's still on the way. It's starting to evolve and develop now down to our southwest. This is up in Florissant right now. There's Sacred Heart. You can see all the roads here, probably your neighborhood too. The roads are covered at this point. We have about 2.5 inches on the ground in Florissant. The airport's coming in with 2.3 inches. So is the Weather Service. We're waiting to see just how much liquid's in there with that, because then we'll be able to get that snow to liquid ratio. And it was running about 20-1 earlier today. And this next batch, if that stays with 20-1, then some of us will easily be over a foot of snow. But I think most of us are in that 10, 11 inch range around St. Louis based on what we're seeing right now. It's still 8 degrees. We have slowly seen temperatures creep up today. Tulsa is up to 11 at the moment. As this next surge comes in, you're going to see the intensity of the snow pick up, and that'll be happening as we head into later this evening and into the overnight hours. Now, of course, the Blues have a game tonight here at Enterprise, so we've seen quite a number of people heading downtown this evening because of that. We are going to be talking about the snow picking up in intensity towards the end of the Blues game, so just keep that in mind. You're already starting to see some darker blue bands setting up shop right now across the region, and this is a little more than what we were actually anticipating, but you've got one that's running right now about Harvester, Cottleville, and then stretching over towards Bridgeton through Earth City, going up towards the area in North St. Louis County here, getting up towards the old Jamestown Mall. That's stretching northeast. There's another band that's a little heavier down south that stretches from about Fenton southwest down into northern portions of Jefferson County. This whole area to the north of St. Louis, that's a pretty steady snow, not necessarily heavy, but probably a half an inch or so an hour of accumulation. And you're starting to pick that up down 55 towards Perryville as well. Again, looking at the broader perspective, we are starting to fill in some of these bands back to the west and southwest of St. Louis. That's the trend we think we continue as we head into this evening. One thing we look at when we're talking about snow is visibility. How far can we see? When the visibilities come down below a half mile, then it's really snowing hard. Right now, we're not there. We're still 1 to 2 mile visibilities. We expect those visibilities tonight to perhaps drop as low as a quarter of a mile. And certainly as you're driving down the road, you saw it from Lance earlier. When a truck passes you, a bigger vehicle goes by you, all that light powdery snow just flies up and your visibility there is limited. So looking to the southwest of us, look how down towards Springfield, we are starting to see this darker blue become a little more prevalent, and that does stretch back here into Oklahoma and even all the way back to Amarillo and Lubbock in Texas. This is your energy that's coming very late tonight into tomorrow, and so that is going to just increase our snowfall intensities, increase the snowfall rates, and it's going to stick with us into early tomorrow morning. And as you saw on NBC Nightly News, this is a huge storm system all the way from the tip of Maine back into New Mexico, parts of Colorado, even into parts of the south here. The Carolinas, North Georgia, looking at ice storm warnings, back into much of Louisiana, almost down and into Houston. We have our entire area under the winter storm warning. Again, it's all snow for us, impactful snow that picks up again as we go through the evening hours. These darker blues indicating where we may get a half an inch to an inch an hour. And as we head past midnight, that's when the energy really starts sliding in and where the lift is maximized. That lift is what creates the heavier snow. We may see out of some of that. Look at these dark blue. You see some dark blue bands. That's where we may hear some thunder, see some lightning overnight. And of course, if you do that, you get an instantaneous 1.5 to 2 inches of snow at least in an hour. By tomorrow morning, as we head towards lunchtime, the back edge is getting closer. During the afternoon, that presses on to the east. What also happens during the afternoon tomorrow is the wind picks up out of the north. And that means more blowing snow, and it's just going to kind of go right back over the roads even after the plows go through. We're still sticking with around 10, 11 inches for much of the metro area. I think most of us will be 9 to 12, but there's going to be some spots in here with 13 or more. And then north of St. Louis, you're probably stuck with 6 to 8. But the bottom line is everybody has decent snow on the ground, and it's impactful. Tomorrow morning, wind chills just below zero. Let me go back to that for a second. I want to go and forward this to, we go into Monday morning. Okay, there's some 20 to 25 degree wind chills there below zero. That's huge. That's a big deal. So tomorrow night into Monday morning, travel's not going to be good. With wind chills like that, you don't want to get stuck on the road. We'll only be in the mid-teens the next couple of days. All of us are below zero, we think, early on Monday. Not only the way it feels, but actual temperatures. Prepare your pipes for that. Open up the cabinet doors underneath the sink so that you can get some of that heated air from the room into your pipes. And there's more cold air coming for the end of next week.